Welcome to Golden Fortune Leo, the sanctuary where both longtime Leos and curious newcomers can stretch out their paws, soak up the warmth, and bask in the astrological spotlight they were born to own. Whether you're a seasoned lion who's survived a few Saturn returns or a fresh cub just discovering your solar birthright, you've found the right den. And let me tell you, this isn't just another tarot reading. This is a space crafted with deep reverence for the ancient language of the stars, shaped by years of studying astrology, layered with psychological insight, and just for good measure infused with a dose of Buddhist clarity. Yes, even lions benefit from a little detachment now and then. In this latest transmission, titled It's Not Time to Show Your Teeth, our guide, Elisa Carvalho of Oraculo do Sol, greets us with the kind of warm spiritual authority that feels like a cosmic hug and a firm nudge at the same time. She sets the stage with an intention that goes beyond feel-good fluff. This is about calling in abundance, purpose, peace, and maybe even that job you keep saying you're going to apply for. The message is clear: if you're here, it's not random. You're part of what we lovingly call the chosen ones, those on the cusp of transformation in what is shaping up to be your year of triumph 2025. The cards drawn are a Leo's drama dream team, the Five of Wands, conflict, Six of Swords, transition, the Hermit, inner light, Nine of Pentacles, independence, and Five of Swords, mental chess matches. Translation: you've been through some royal nonsense. People tried you. Maybe you tried back. Maybe you said things you now only shout into pillows. But now, the wisdom is clear: it's not time to roar, it's time to rise. And maybe, just maybe, wear your invisible crown a little higher while sipping herbal tea instead of plotting your comeback speech. So, whether you're navigating family drama, career crossroads, or cosmic growing pains, remember, this space is your sacred fire. You're not alone, and you're not crazy, you're a Leo evolving. And here at Golden Fortune Leo, we see you. We honor the legend you're becoming. If you're a Leo, or simply have Leo energy lighting up your chart, let me tell you something as someone who's spent decades immersed in the ancient rhythms of astrology, the deep currents of human psychology, and the quiet clarity of Buddhist insight. Not every war is worth roaring in. In fact, sometimes your greatest power lies in the strength not to engage. And right now, you're being asked to step off the battlefield, not because you lost, but because you've already won by evolving beyond it. Let's start with what you're leaving behind, the kingdom of drama. Yes, that place. You know the one. Toxic relationships where people gaslight you and then act confused when you go no contact. Manipulators who mistook your generous loyalty for naivete. Energy vampires who only felt warm because they were stealing your fire. But here's the cosmic twist: even after you walk away, you can still hear them shouting behind you. That's the echo of their own projections bouncing off the walls of their unhealed psyche. And the Hermit card in this reading? He's not whispering. He's offering loud and clear advice: don't look back. Don't roar. Just walk. That's not weakness, that's next level spiritual discipline. It's Buddha with a backbone. Now, on to the fun part, your glow up. You've begun stepping into your own power, financially, emotionally, maybe even aesthetically. Hello, new haircut. And what happens when a Leo stops performing for applause and starts thriving for themselves? Oh, the envy it stirs. You see, some people only loved the version of you that stayed small, predictable, or emotionally available to their chaos. Now that you've gone full Nine of Pentacles, with independence as your aura and boundaries as your fragrance, they don't know what to do with themselves. It might come out as gossip, legal drama, or petty social media shade, but don't be fooled, it's not personal. It's projection. As I always say in my consultations, in astrology, Envy hates solitude because there's no one left to imitate once the Leo exits stage left. And here's where the real test lies. You're in your year of triumph 2025. You don't need to fight small battles to prove big energy. In fact, the most majestic move you can make is to say nothing at all. Let them talk. Let them wonder. Let them stew in the silence. Why? Because your peace is your platform now. You don't have to show your teeth to prove your strength. You don't have to clap back to win the round. Sometimes, the most savage move is to sip your tea, pet your cat, and quietly upgrade your life while they recycle the same tired drama. So breathe. Trust. Bow out with grace and power. And remember, when the lion sleeps, the jungle still trembles. Let me put it like this, if you're a Leo, and you're currently feeling the pull to retreat, to unplug from the noise, and to sit quietly with yourself, yes, even if it feels slightly unnatural, congratulations, you're not isolating. You're aligning. And as someone who's spent a lifetime decoding the stars, human behavior, and the subtle art of spiritual evolution, I can tell you, solitude, when timed right, isn't absence, it's power. The star card showing up in your reading is no coincidence. This isn't just about hope and healing. This is about being cosmically plugged in, spiritually Wi-Fi'd, and ready to download insights that don't come from scrolling, but from stillness. It's not that Netflix is bad, hey, we all need our stories, but this moment? It's not entertainment time. It's enlightenment time. Meditation over mindless distraction. Silence over status updates. Your guides are whispering. Your dreams are speaking. Are you listening? Now, let's talk about the shady side characters. Because oh yes, they're in this story too. The Page of Swords, Two of Swords, the Moon, and Nine of Cups reveal the presence of someone, or several someones, who thought they were playing mental chess while you were out here doing spiritual kung fu. They tried to stir confusion, gossip, manipulate your emotions, maybe even mess with your peace. But here's the catch, that little trigger button they used to push? It's been deactivated. The password changed. The remote control? Disconnected. Welcome to the version of Leo that no longer reacts, just reflects, recenters, and radiates. And this is where the detachment part kicks in. Real, sovereign detachment. Not the cold shoulder, petty kind, but the sacred, Buddhist flavored kind that says, I don't need to engage in your drama to know my worth. Choosing silence, especially for a Leo who thrives on expression, is a spiritual flex. It allows spirit to step in and start guiding you in clearer, more profound ways. Suddenly, your dreams become messages. Your hunches become GPS directions. You no longer guess, you know. And remember, Leo doesn't chase. Leo attracts. Well, unless it's applause or a little playful attention. Then okay, maybe a wink and a hair toss is allowed. But for now, you're not roaring for effect. You're listening for the divine cue. You're not stepping back, you're stepping inward. And that, my friend, is where the real transformation begins. If you're still here, Leo, first of all, congratulations. Not just for making it to the end of this reading, but for making it through what has quite possibly been one of the most emotionally grueling, spiritually refining, and psychically messy seasons of your life. And yet, you're still standing. Not only that, but you're evolving into a version of yourself that even your past self wouldn't have had the audacity to imagine. And trust me, as someone who has spent a lifetime studying the stars, decoding the complexities of human behavior, and meditating my way through karmic hurricanes, I can tell you, this is no coincidence. You didn't stumble here. You were summoned. Let's talk about that betrayal, shall we? The thing that left you questioning everything, your worth, your path, maybe even your sanity. What if I told you it wasn't meant to destroy you, but to initiate you? Because that's exactly what it was, a cosmic rite of passage. The Ten of Cups is standing in the wings, waving at you with promises of deep emotional fulfillment, soul-level harmony, and finally feeling safe in your own joy. But there's a catch: you can't let petty chaos snatch your crown. Not now. Not when you're this close. You've come too far, cried too hard, healed too deeply to be dragged back into the mud by people who wouldn't know inner peace if it smacked them with a sage bundle. And here's the real kicker: you're not doing this alone. Your ancestors, the ones who prayed, fought, or suffered before you, they're watching. So are your guides, your higher self, and yes, maybe even Buddha, sipping tea and nodding in approval. Their message? Stay joyful. It's the most rebellious, powerful act you can commit in a world that wants to bait you into bitterness. Now, let's get into the Justice card. But not the human kind, where someone gets served papers and we get front row seats to the karmic clapback. No, this is the divine kind. The kind that doesn't post on Instagram. The kind that shows up quietly, calmly, and inevitably. Justice in this context isn't about vengeance. It's about alignment. You've already done your part. You showed integrity. You walked away instead of throwing hands, which, let's be honest, took serious restraint. Now it's Spirit's turn. Trust the higher court. Trust that what's meant for you cannot be hijacked by gossip, betrayal, or even bad astrology. Speaking of which, avoid drama the way you avoid Mercury retrograde in your chart ruler, which is to say, with extreme caution in a burner phone. And now, the finale. The Ten of Pentacles. That's not just a card, it's a promise. A blueprint. A full circle moment. This is legacy level energy, Leo. We're talking generational abundance, deep roots, long-lasting impact. It's not just about money, though, yes, that's on the table too. It's about peace. Stability. Knowing you've built something solid, and doing it with style. But here's your final test: don't give anger even a sliver of space. That's the trap. That's what delays your blessings. The universe is ready to drop a crown on your head, and it needs to make sure you won't fling it across the room because someone from your past subtweeted you. So no, this is not the time to be the angry jungle TikToker version of Leo. This is the golden fortune Leo version. The one who glows without needing to growl. The one who attracts instead of chases. The one who walks into a room and changes the frequency just by being calm, joyful, and unbothered. Elisa wrapped this reading with love and deep gratitude, and I want to echo that here. If you've found value in this message, don't keep it to yourself. Hit that like button. Share it with your fellow lions and lionesses. Subscribe to Golden Fortune Leo and become part of this pride that's built not just on fire, but on wisdom. And most importantly, take a breath. Step outside. Let the sun touch your face. Laugh. Dance a little. You didn't come here just to survive, you came to enjoy. This is your year of triumph 2025. Live like it. Shine like it. And remember, real royalty doesn't bark back. They let the universe handle the noise, while they toast to joy, peace, and a future that was always written in the stars.